Hello everyone, this is William K. Murtaugh, Witness 1, and today we are going to talk about both Timothy Charles Holmseth and Redbeard. And actually, the connection between the two. Now, I was going through some material on Twitter. There's people out there that kind of pay attention to certain things, and a tweet went up. And it had to do with Preacher Dan. And notice that I changed the name a little bit. It turned out that Daniel Lee has had a nickname all along. People referred to him as Preacher Dan. And apparently, Preacher Dan wasn't very popular. He went to a college campus, started his curbside preaching, and about 30 or so people there really didn't like the message he was giving out. And needless to say, when the campus police showed up and escorted him off, they were pretty happy about it. Now, before people start jumping to conclusions, the reason Mr. Dan was arrested, or Redbeard, or Preacher Dan, or whatever the hell you want to call him, was that he had a bench warrant. See, he got himself in a little bit of trouble, and they had a warrant out for his arrest. So while he's sitting there, doing his preaching thing, somebody decided to do a little bit of checking around, and sure enough, Preacher Dan had a warrant out. And so they arrested his ass. Now this brings up another point. Somebody else has a warrant out. And that warrant, of course, is for Timothy Charles Holmseth, who decided to do the brave thing and go hide in the basement. Instead of going to court and telling the world all his secrets and revealing all this evidence he had, so he could finally solve the Haley Cummings case, he instead hid in the basement. And there sits this little warrant, just waiting for him to come out into the world, get a little sunshine, maybe exercise off that cheesecake he's been eating. Get out there and kind of breathe the last breath of freedom before he makes a mistake and gets his ass arrested, if he goes back to Minnesota. So, Mr. Holmseth is blissfully awaiting that fateful day while hidden in somebody's basement. But that may end soon, because there is a deadline fast approaching. We are near the end of October. Towards the end of October, there's going to be another court hearing, and that court hearing is going to determine Tim Holmseth's future. And it's not what you might think. And I'll get into this a little bit later. But for now, this is William K. Murtaugh. We're at Witness 1. Have a good one.